Good morning, America, and good morning, whomever, wherever you are on this big planet we call Earth. This is Dr. Churi from the Arid Zone, entertaining you and, of course, educating you on the Cosmic Code secret. Today's newsletter is September 2020, SOS to the world, and, of course, International UFO Congress Deception. I'm telling you, my friend, today's newsletter will raise some serious feathers into the entire UFO community as I expose International UFO Congress for what they really are: a deceptive, greedy, misleading, even abusive organization. And if you think my previous video about my good friends George Norrie and Tom Deinheiser was kind of revealing, wait until you read and hear the rest of the story. As always, it is critical for you to click on the link that I provide and read, because you may be able to assimilate more information that I cannot divulge, because there is so much that I have to let you know and keep you up to date in what's happening in my life. You've signed up for these YouTube videos, so now I'm sharing all about my life. So another thing that it's critical for you to realize is I am all about the truth. And if you cannot handle the undiluted, vexing truth, you may have a little problem in dedicating my work and myself. And if a person or a business does me or anybody that I work with wrong, oh, you'll be sure I will be answering questions and share all those experiences with you. So in many ways, my purpose here is to point out the mistakes that those people have done with me and other people who trusted them and who pay them, and in the process not deliver. So, but before anything, it's important for me to, even if I sound redundant, to kind of confirm some of those devastating fire that are literally cursing so many states. So it is through repetition and careful investigation, my good friend, that my UFO predictive legacy will be judged as reliable and real. While the wildfire, all the wildfire and hurricanes are seasonal, the intensity and numbers of those destructive fire and hurricanes are not. Now, some people will always challenge me. Well, you know what, Dr. Churi, about your hurricane prediction, it's seasoned. It happens all the time. You predict nothing. I don't predict anything, okay? But all those skeptics have to realize that I'm giving you the exact windows and the date before the formations of those hurricanes in the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans. But if you do not read, if you do not watch my video and only assume, how am I going to prove my point to you? So, meantime, it is simply impossible to deny my endless and accurate predictions of a large earthquake. If you keep an eye, again, on my TV show, my radio show, my YouTube video, and my newsletters, which are all well documented, dated, and published. Okay. Putting the green where the mouth is a must, because there is only one very thin hair, my good friend, between divine cosmic information and pure imagination. And there are too many prophet wannabe out there who will never, ever be as precise and repetitive as I am. And that is not, again, boosting my ego. Do not judge my delivery because I am very confident, because I'm direct, because I am honest, does not make me an egocentric. Do you want to know what an egocentric is all about? Let me show you. Okay, I am the best. Okay, forget about everybody. They're all morons. They don't know what they are talking about. Only me. Read only me. Don't read anybody. I am the king. I am the best of the best of the best of the planet. You're never going to find anybody who can remotely get close to me because I'm super intelligent. I'm a genius. I'm well above all of you idiots, and I am the king. That is an exaggeration to what an egocentric, obnoxious person is all about and would behave. When is the last time you saw me behaving in such ugly, destructive, idiotic manner? Just now, because I was acting. All right. The good news is that there is a lot of smart and curious people who did notice my work. Okay. And for example, we have 80. Dr. Thury, you were great. I don't have to say I'm great. They're saying it, not me. Okay. I remember you talking about fire. And look, California and Oregon, you have the ability to see what comes next. Please share more of your predictions. Appreciate it, 80. Thank you, hon. Ed, amazing work. I know I haven't said anything, but I have definitely reposted you on my Instagram, man. Feel I really needed to get your message out. Thank you, Ed. These are the superhuman that I need, that are responding to my quest, to my request to help us on my critical message so we can save life. Esteban, peace, love, and prosperity, Dr. Thury. The consistency is what is needed in a rocky journey to the source of consciousness. Again, Esteban is one of the thousands of people who have left me with incredible endorsement and 5 stars on my UFO movie on Amazon Prime, which is doing, again, extraordinarily well. And that's one of the reasons today, again, I picked the date. Today, we are onto a uranic, shocking, abnormal UFO explosion, earthquake, original, weird type of window. And that's why the TV crew will be here in a few hours and tomorrow too. So we're going to make a new movie on Nostradamus divine astrology methodology. All right, so there are no accidents. Now, I don't know how many of you took the time to click on the link from coast to coast. Again, the link is live, okay? You click on it, and on October the 16th, 2019, a few months ago, I said to George, I'm expecting a lot of fire and a lot of wildlife to disappear. A week later, a week and a half later or so, there goes the devastating Australian fire that killed so many animals. Now, I mean, how can you deny it? Especially if you have invested in my 2020 Nostradamus Dragon forecast, when right at the top I says 2020, a year of wind and fire. Oh, it's seasonal. It's seasonal. Oh yes, it's seasonal to have tens of thousands of fire that are pushing the Amazon to its tipping point. Is that seasonal? Is it seasonal that it's a devastating and historic fire season? It's not seasonal. It's an historic fire season. Of course, the scientists said the climate crisis is to blame. And then they're definitely right about that, my good friends. But those who want to stay in power, those who are greedy, who wants to leave, make tons of money, and who don't care about you, your kids, won't support the climate crisis. They don't care. They live now. They don't care for the future. That's what I call egocentrism and selfishness to the extreme. Not caring about Mother Earth and our children is not even human. Now, it's not seasonal that dozens dead and thousands of people to flee their homes an entire town being destroyed in all those wildfire all across the West, my friend. I warn you. And there is another quatrain that says, God nowhere to stop fires. Again, do you think I am, yeah, I'm the best, I'm the king? No, I'm concerned for your safety, for your life, and for the life of the children of the future. That is my real, honest, deep feelings, my friends. And that's why the Draconis are helping me. Oregon City looks at a bomb went off as wildfires continue to rage. Seasonal? Are you joking? 26 people have been killed and dozens more are missing as fire ravaged the West Coast. Do you think this happens every day? No. I don't know how many of you remember the terrible fire that took place also in our state in Arizona. All was fully predicted. And I felt very weird when I faced those firemen with my wife, totally by accident, as I was driving through the area. Click on the link. Watch the picture. Not making anything up, my friend. But what's even more interesting is when I mention wind and fire, again, a rare fire tornado is spotted near a blaze in California. I mean, you have nonstop confirmation of what I do. And if I do not repeat myself, if I do not point it out to you, if I do not insist, even at the price of sounding redundant, the new people that just jump in, okay, are not going to get it. If you've been following me for a while, there is no way that I'm going to convince you outside of the reality that I am real and my predictions are real. But a lot of new people do not know. And that's why I am constantly repeating myself, not to boost my ego, but to make sure they get the message that God speaks to us through the sign. And he gave it to us for interpretation so that we may lead a safer and more productive life, my friends. But, you know, it's not only humans and properties and precious, irrepressible possessions that are being gone in flame here, my friends. But it's also countless of animals that have lost their life, exactly as I said to George Norrie in October 2019, last time I was on his show. I mean, all you got to do is to click on the link and go to the website and you can read anything that's taking place with the police, everything that's taking place with Antifa. It's there. But just think, how many pets, I mean, you're talking about dogs, cats, cows, birds, bear, deer, elk, rodents, horses died in those fires. So when I said, you know, a lot of wildlife will disappear, was that right? That was last October, my friend, before this incredible destructive wind and fire, God nowhere to stop the fire, came to curse us. I saw it all, as much as I saw everything that would happen the day before President Trump was elected, when I erected his stars and prepare you for the tremendous mess we're in. I can only repeat myself so you get it, my friend. When you elect a president, you will have to suffer his stars, his fate, and his idiosyncrasy. Gemini is two. Gemini is split. Gemini is confusion. Gemini is left and right. Gemini is telling you something and changing the mind right away. Gemini is extreme activity, confusion. Gemini is all about radio, communication, magazine, talking. And then the humongous conflicts we're in, that is because we have elected a Gemini president. I don't blame Trump. and you should support your president. I blame his stars. And remember, I am not a Republican. I am not a Democrat. I am an astrophile or an astrologer. Practice Nostradamus work. That's who I am. And I am also very concerned for our future. That's why I make those predictions. So I wanted to kind of point out some of the previous news that I made. And one of the reasons why more and more people, of course, are supporting my work and sharing it finally. So since we are into a shocking, explosive earthquake, UFO type of news, today is the day, as I said earlier, that the TV crew will show up today and tomorrow, and we're going to make this new movie. No accident. I choose those energies. That's the beauty of being cosmic conscious. You can choose the energy that works in your favor so that the product will grow. And the same thing, when I did my first movie with them a few months ago, it was under the same type of Uranic window. No accident, my friend. There are no accidents in anything, only cosmic circumstances at play that our infantile science and the majority of you out there are not yet aware of. But you can use those cosmic winds at your advantage, pretty much like the reptilians will use them to curse you, to bring you trauma, depression, to lead you to commit horrible acts of crimes or even kill yourself, as much as the Draconis who are leading my life and your life if you decide to work with me, if you decide to work for the light and the future of humanity, then you're going to get their help because that's the law. That's how it works. Throw something up, it's got to come down. Karma is real. Now, talking about karma, we're going to discuss this a little bit more later on. But for now, the Uranic window is in action. However, my last window was a plutonic SOS to the world deadly window. So all you can do is click on the link. Okay, when I wrote "Who Can Deny My Last SOS to the World Plutonic Deadly Window" and see all the news that accumulated, the type of energy, the type of cosmic winds that produce those news, because those energy are manipulated by the reptilians. Okay, now during this window last week, 53 people shot, 10 fatalities during the weekend in Chicago shootings during my window. 2 Los Angeles County deputies are fighting for their life after being shot in Compton during that plutonic window who controlled the police force, the FBI, the CIA. This nasty window that is the red carpet, as mentioned many times, to the reptilians, which makes every one of you extraordinarily vulnerable. Jeffrey Epstein was secretly bankrolled by Robert Maxwell. Again, secret to light sex. There you go, Jeffrey Epstein. Worker falls from Florida Star Flyer attraction to his death. Again, during this SOS Plutonic to the world, people take their children to have fun. Some people jump out of an airplane, the parachute don't open. Some people decide to go on a cruise and they end up all constipated or catching viruses. Wait a minute here. There is such a thing of checking your positive or negative cosmic biorhythm. So you will avoid being at the wrong time at the wrong place. Now there's a bunch of idiots out there totally against the mask. Hey, do not take your stupidity, your little pea brain, for a generality here. If you are not afraid of coronavirus, or if you're afraid and deny the reality of the deadly consequence of this virus, so be it. Don't wear your mask, but think about others. Don't be selfish. By wearing a mask, other people may feel more secure. Don't think about you. If you want to die, good for you. Too many idiots on this planet. So goodbye. You deserve it. Okay? If you want to play Russian roulette with your health, even better. It's your choice. It's your choice. But do not take your case as a generality. We are all different. We all have inherited a UCI, a unique celestial identity. So by wearing a mask, you will not start a war with somebody, okay, which is as crazy as you and infected as you are, and then kill each other. Be smart. Think of this person's grandparents. Think of this person's security. Don't be selfish. If it makes them feel good and secure, do it. Do it for the sake of humanity. Do it because it's the right thing to do. I would rather trust science than follow one of you stupid conspiracy that want you to believe that, coronavirus is a joke, or the Holocaust never took place, or Sunday school was staged, as David Icke says. Come on. Those kids were killed by an infected reptilious loser, okay? And the tears were real. The emotion and the pain was real. Now, if you lose somebody from coronavirus, like I did, very close to me a few times, you will realize the pain and the tears are real. So don't be selfish. Do what's right. Do what's right. Listen to your little voice. Don't listen to your egos, your fear, or idiotic conspiracy theory. It's just the way it is. Be smart. This window is all about UFOs. And today, okay, fighter pilot says UFO he chases in 2004 committed act of war. How come this comes out today on the news? Because my window is involving this type of news. So be ready for a shock. I'm telling you, a lot of people in the UFO community are going to get their wake-up call and a very interesting shock today for what I'm about to divulge. But let's start from the beginning, okay? Because UFO is part of the keywords used in my quatrain. Justin, that just came in again. Yellowstone, 82 earthquakes rock U.S. supervolcano. Will it erupt? Okay, earthquakes and volcano are the keywords for the cosmic winds we are now in, my good friends. And I have to tell you something, okay? A scientific experiment triggered earthquake at a volatile supervolcano. Indeed, my friends, the educated idiots or our infantile scientific community who don't believe in UFO or the reality of the mother of all science, which is astrology, okay, the majority of them are reptilians infected. They weaponize the weather, they create nukes, they create viruses, and now they stimulate earthquake activity on a supervolcano, a Yellowstone. How smart is that? I'm telling you, they are going to destroy this planet. Because that's what science do. They play God. They don't know. It's like when they first built the atomic bomb and blew it up in the desert of Nevada. They had no clue what was going on. Oh, let's see what happened. Well, let's blow up the moon and see what happened. Oh, yeah, do so and see what happened. I just wonder, remember, those people are the children of the children of the children of all those scientists during the 50s who developed those nukes. Those people have what you call a humongous spiritual pride. Talk about egos. They are too smart. They are the children of some famous scientists who developed the nukes. Whoa, wait a minute here. But meantime, those guys, they have school to pay, food to pay, bills to pay, mortgage to pay, car payment to pay, electric bill, gas to pay, okay? And they don't want to work. They're too smart in their mind. Their ego, their spiritual pride is humongous. They do not want to have a normal job like me, like you. They want to make little robots, okay? And then they want to make you believe that one day you're going to go on Mars. And guess what? The people that endorse NASA, that endorse those scientific idiots, educated idiots, don't realize the damage they're doing for the fate of humanity. Because you see what happened? I put it in front of your face. They're playing with technology to stimulate earthquakes. Why don't you go with the matches in front of a can of gasoline and see what happened to you? Why don't you make a spark, open the tank of your car, and then just light up matches there, see what happened to you? That's what they're doing. I exaggerate, of course. Don't you think instead of finding a new planet every day, instead of finding a new black hole every day, okay, to amuse you, to entertain you, so they can collect your taxes or your donation, don't you think my work involving the stars, which is translating the sign as imposed by God upon all his children on planet Earth, don't you think that is a better way to spend money? That's where you're at, my good friends. All right, what else do we have? 2020, red fire, wind, water, to dance. Strong wind toppled more than 45 semi-truck in one day. Oh, it's seasonal. Oh, yeah, it's seasonal. No, I saw it and I warn you. You know, I drive for FedEx to help a lot of people that needs to be helped, okay? People who don't want to go in dangerous places. So I'm taking risks all the time when I see all these idiots killing themselves. They go out on Saturday and Sunday. They are Sunday drivers. They don't know what the hell they're doing on the highway. And many times I have to do the incredible to avoid killing them. Okay? So I'm proud to be a truck driver, because you cannot be stupid and handle 80,000 of equipment on the highway to avoid those idiots who decide to go out on the weekend. They don't know what the hell they're doing out there. Okay, 46 semi truck flipped in one day because of wind. And if you watch one of my videos, I was caught into my own prediction, and you see what happened to my windshield out of the blue. I felt and experienced my own prediction of the wind, and then you have it again and again and again. It is not normal. 5 tropical cyclones are in the Atlantic at the same time for only the second time in history. Again, my friend, realize that it is not a normal window. I understand the stars. I know how they're going to affect the news and how they're going to affect you and your family members and your loved one, your friends at a personal level. This is why I am making another video, another TV show today that's going to go on Amazon Prime to educate you, to rekindle how the true wisdom of the mother of all science, and make you aware that if people like J.P. Morgan, that are so powerful and so wealthy, says that millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires do, it's because it's real, it works. And this wisdom should not be stuck under the secret library under the Vatican. It belongs to you. Remember, all the popes were taught astrology by the Vatican Council. All the popes are enthroned and were enthroned under the sign of Leo. But you do not know because you haven't been educated on that specific area of your life. That's why I'm here. And that's why you keep coming back to learn more and more and work with me. So, Sully takes aim at Louisiana as the state to recover from Hurricane Laura. Remember, before their formation in any oceans, I'm giving you the unfolding precise timing, and I'm expecting earthquakes. Big earthquake is coming, okay? And I'm going to put it there because it's not there yet. Didn't happen yet. We just opened that window. Most importantly, remember, shocking. how those cosmic, unusual, shocking, revealing UFO explosive wind are going to affect you. Last time, whoa, I was on the radio and I said, be ready for explosion. Okay. And you know how many people died in those 2 explosions? You have the radio show. I tell you exactly when to click on that radio show so you can hear me preparing you for sudden release of energy and explosion. Okay? Baltimore, a lot of people die. And in the Middle East, it's there. It's dated. It's for you. It's a proof. Green, where the mouth is. Dr. Cherry, real. Pay attention. I am so concerned for any and every human being walking this planet that is totally cosmic and conscious. That's like playing the Russian roulette. And one day, as I said in my last video, you want to elect a president because he's famous or landed on money. We will elect presidents, or the children of our children will elect president because they will have the right stars for their countries. Just a little bit ahead of time. What else do we have? One of the keywords, first keywords, I think is Japan. Okay, this Japanese-inspired waffle towel is a shower game changer. The word Japan, discovery. Elon Musk unload on Bill Gates over his stance on electric trucks. Electricity is part of the keywords. Again, remember, I don't predict anything, my friend. I use a software that allows me to translate the various cosmic winds that are going to bless or curse you if you are aware and understand. Same old story. You need to go into the cosmic code. Then you're going to go under your stars to see how you stand. Understand. Repeat myself for those who do not understand what understand is all about. What else do we have? Scale model of futuristic plane makes successful maiden flight. Airplane. Click on the link. It's live. What else? Is the great COVID-19 airplane seat overhaul happening? Airplane. Okay. Oracle with partner with TikTok in the US. Technology, keywords. To injure after Seattle pier partially collapsed, sending workers into the water. That's pretty shocking. Okay. Pretty shocking. This doesn't happen every day. You're going to be at the right time, at the right place, at the wrong time, at the wrong place. There'll be days that you wish that you had stayed home because the first call you're going to have is pretty stressful. Then you're going to have a flat tire. Then you're going to get a ticket from a cop because you're speeding, or God knows what that day is going to bring to you because you are in one of your negative 2020 cosmic biorhythm. That's my latest discovery. I've been testing it, checking it forever. Don't expect immediate results if you order this file. That's a year of information. Every month, I tell you, a few dates. These are not going to be normal dates. Believe me, something extraordinary, good or bad, will happen to you, depending on how much you understand what I'm saying. And of course, your karma goes with it. So let's hope that you don't attract the reptilians and pay the price, because they are using those windows. What else do we have? Disney World, Splash Mountain evacuated after ride breaks down. That's shocking. And the word children is mentioned. As I said, you know, the parents would take their kids to Disney World on the lake to a trip somewhere when they feel like. They're using the human calendar. No, you cannot use only, remember, positive, negative, up and down, black and white, from the back, because nobody taught you the laws of the cosmic code. Doesn't mean you're not going to pay the penalty if you mess up the law. Try to run the red light or forget to stop at the stop sign. These are the laws written by man. I am the first cosmic cop on the planet telling you to pay attention to those laws. But the US Department of Education and religious denomination, 875 different of groups, have indoctrinated you. So either science is your God, or one of those religions becomes your downfall, because all of those religions were created by the reptilians to create even more chaos on planet Earth. You got to wake up to reality. Right now, this is the energy of the future. This is the Aquarius type of energy. This is me. Okay, a man with a jar in the water. I went into it, and it was so cold. Okay, understand how God speaks to us through the sign. and I translate the cosmic code above. Then I went under and I put all this wisdom in a jar, and I'm giving you the water. I'm giving you the wisdom you're so thirsty for. That's what my soul's purpose, born in February, is all about. You want to know about yourself? Go to drthierry.com and click on your sign. Read the basics of your sign. Do something during this time to educate yourself. What else do we have? A whale is stranded in a crocodile-infested river after taking a wrong turn. That's pretty original news. Not exactly lucky. But you know what? Animals also have cosmic biorhythm. They are going to be at the wrong time at the wrong place. Okay? And when Mercury is retrograde, their GPS is going messed up. It's going the other way. So instead of going towards the open ocean, their GPS says, oh, no, the open ocean is here. And they beach themselves. Of course, don't talk about this to the scientists. They know better. Now they tell you they smell or whatever. Mercury retrograde. Mercury rules any form of communication and transportation and the GPS of every animals. That's why they beach themselves when it's in retrograde motions. And that's where I told NASA when Mercury was retrograde, please do not sign those 7 astronauts. You're going to kill them. And I worked all day long trying to reach them to stop. They didn't. Next thing you know, boom! Sudden release of energy, explosion. There goes the shuttle going in flame. All written down, all published and dated, unarguable. Like my 9/11 predictions a year before it happened, all the detail. Katrina, coast to coast. What else? And that brought the FBI in my house twice, because I give dates for terrorist attacks. I don't want the FBI to visit me again. The asteroid is ejecting particle into space. A spacecraft may tell us why. Again, space news. But what the hell is that going to help you to lead your life? Who cares about an asteroid which is, ejecting particle? Who cares? What's wrong with humanity? What's wrong with our scientists? Those planets are more than dead rocks, my friends. They have a mystical, very powerful divine purpose, which is imposed by the Creator. You need to reevaluate this. You need to learn it so that we can all lead a safer, more productive life and understand each other's. Because regardless of your religion or your colors, you have a sun sign, you have a rising, you have a dragon, you have a moon sign. You are under the jurisdiction of the universal structure that unified, not like religion or politics, especially when you elect a president that split everything and goes people going crazy. That's why cosmic consciousness is badly needed in this world, my friend. All right, what else do we have? Okay, International UFO Congress. Oh my God, you're never gonna believe what happened. You need to read all the details because I don't want to be talking to you forever here, even though that you may enjoy and appreciate my passion and my dedication to you. But you know what? A few days ago, I decided to submit my movie to them and pay for it, and then that was it. And you can read our email exchange, okay? The email exchange was pretty phenomenal. The first email that I received from them was, congratulations, your film made it to the final stage, okay? They will now be available for attendees to view until the end of the conference. And on Saturday, we will poll attendees for the winner of the People's Choice Award. And all the winners will be announced at the award ceremony on Saturday night. All right. So once I read this, I was very happy. But, Taranya and I, we thought, you know what? I've tried for years to lecture for them. But for some reason, they don't like Dr. Turing. Well, you can click on the link and you will understand why they don't like me when I exposed them a few years ago. But what I'm trying to say is, Turner and I, we had a feeling, and she told me, you know what, even if you win, honey, I have a feeling that they want to promote you. They never did, they never will. They don't like you. And I had the same feeling, but I thought, yeah, let's give it a shot and see what happened. All right. Then I received, when this happened on Saturday night, I emailed Karen and I said, hey, Karen, who's the winner of the People's Choice? Karen gave me the most pitiful, ridiculous, and then nonsensical email I've ever read. And I'll let you be the judge of that. You can go again to the newsletter and read my email to her and her responses. Okay, so what is it? Another conflict of interest, you know, like with George and Tom, for them not to invite me since COVID-19 took place, knowing that I'm one of their best predictors. Why they didn't invite me is because, you know, I was going to tell them, you know, me, I'm honest, I'm real. And George also mentioned that on the other, I'm very real, okay? And I don't, you know, sugarcoat my words or my prediction. So me telling them, your conference ain't going to happen. You pray it does happen, but it won't. So of course they didn't want to hear me saying the truth about my vision, which unfold if you watch my latest video, the one I just made before this one. Okay, so what happened is I went to their website and I looked for that video that I sent them, I paid for, to be judged. Didn't find it anywhere. I said, where is it? Where is it? It's supposed to be for everybody to look, judge. Well, guess what? There's two alternatives here, two ways of checking this. The first one is, remember, they have invited their top UFO speakers. And believe me, I don't know how many UFO speakers are in those conferences. I've seen UFOs, but I'm the real thing. But anyway, they didn't invite me, they invite them. And then I thought, if they put my movie out there, knowing the incredible, phenomenal, positive response, 5 stars that I got from the world, chances are that I'm gonna get some attention here. I don't know. That is, again, conflict of interest. They didn't want my video, which is educational, which is real, which is offering information about various group of extraterrestrials that never been mentioned before, okay? That's why it's successful, because it's different, it's entertaining, and it's real, okay? If my video was there, that would take away from their audience to look at, you know, the UFO speaker they have chosen, no, Dr. Cherry. So I went in the back, so to speak, to see the reaction. So either they didn't play that video because it would take too much attention away from their own videos, which, you know, understandable. Or maybe they actually played it and the majority of people, the people choice, the people voice was muted or changed or ignored. Now, unless Karen put that to the public and offer it to the attendants, we could see. But Karen don't answer my emails anymore. She won't tell me who won. She won't tell me anything about that. And over the years, they always had a UFO movie winner, always. But in 2020, because Dr. Tree is in, there is no, everybody won. It's a tough choice. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I am not after the ridiculous awards to boost my ego. Believe me, I am not. I am after the truth. I am after the truth. And when you're going to read the rest of the story, that's where you're going to get your shock, my friend. You're going to get a shock. You know, they had a UFO conference last year, I think. Yeah, and I went there. And I thought, well, it's next door. It's in Phoenix. It's only $1,000, so let's get a booth. So I went there and I thought, you know, by taking a booth, maybe they will invite me in the future. Business, you know. So I went there. And there was a bunch of tables and everybody was wondering, what the hell, where is everybody? Everybody was upset because everybody paid $1,000 for that booth to sell their product and nobody, or just a few people showed up. And we stayed there a few days. So I just thrown $1,000 away. And so did all the people who invested in this conference. What happened? You're not going to believe this. What they did is terrible. And we did not know, nobody of us, I don't know how we found out, but they went and asked for $10 for anybody and everybody who would go and see us to sell our product. I mean, I've been doing this job since 1991. I started on Art Bell many, many years ago, in 1995, excuse me. Yeah, a long time ago. Never, ever a UFO conference promoter has charged the public to go to the booth area where we, supporting this conference, I've gave them $1,000. That tells you the greed, the lie, the manipulation that the management is all about. So there is 3 emails there. So if you have participated, let me know what happened, because if they had played my video, believe me, I would have get a lot of email from their conferences. So either that video was not played, or that video was played and won, but they don't like Dr. Cherry. In fact, they hate Dr. Cherry because Dr. Cherry is all about the truth. Okay. So what you can do also, you can only love or hate Dr. Cherry. I mean, you could see on my 182 global rating, the customers' reviews on Amazon Prime, you could see that it's all about loving me or hating me. I have 74% and 17% of hate, 17% of love. And all the one who don't like me, want to give me 1 stars, are infected, jealous, envious, egocentric, or politically oriented people who don't have brain. So that, you know, you can read my feedback as I answer those people. But that's how it is. So you can only love me or hate me. Now, what's even more interesting, you can go in that newsletter and realize that the real International UFO Congress creator, his name is Bob Brown. I know him very well, and his daughter and his wife, she passed, God bless her soul. And you can just click on that link and see the difference between a real, honest, beautiful man and his conference and how we treat his guests. And you can see the real feedback that I've been in Bob Brown conference for many, many years. I'm very close to them and their family. But as I said, click on that video, at least listen to the introduction, and you will realize the difference between a decent, beautiful, dedicated, honest conference promoter and those abusive people that are only interested with the money. So the choice was by poll on the WOHA app. We asked that only people who had watched all the movies could vote. Ridiculous. Thanks for entering the film festival. All the movies were very good this year, so there was a tough competition. Yes, I understand that. That's where I emailed back. I said, now tell me who won, or at least show me all the winners. No answers. You got an email? You got my back, I got yours. Email them and ask them, especially if you had been in that conference. Okay? Let me know if you've seen the movie. I don't want my money back. I don't care. I just wanted to expose them. And I just did. Pretty shocking, isn't it? Now go and read the rest of the stories, my friend. All right. Okay, so what else do we have? What really pisses me off is when they say that all the winners will be announced on Saturday, September 12th during the EBE Film Award online ceremony. I don't know where the ceremony is. Look for it everywhere. Whatever. Okay. You got the email? Talk to them. Back me up. Ask some questions here. All right. Let's see what we have. Oh, very interesting. Why would anyone revive the sad story of Rivera cause of death again? And what are the reason for some people doing so? Well, did she have a big entrance on her life? And would a suicide attempt deny the beneficiary to collect more money? It's all about money. Okay, and they made sure to mention that she didn't have any history of suicidal ideation or attempt, that she had recently been taking medication for a sinus infection, She reported also that she had vertigo that got worse when she got into the water, but she was considered a good swimmer. She didn't have any COVID-19 symptoms. My God, my brother, yeah, my supporters, my good friend, click on the video and you can see that Naya was subconsciously letting all of us know that she was fighting suicide. She was fighting the reptilians, a mental infestation. And the fascination with water was a serious message. Remember, click on the link, watch the video again, read the newsletter, and realize the Capricorn don't do things by accident. They plan even their death. And that little kid now is saying that mommy called for help after so many weeks. Come on. It's all about peseta and deception. But I'm here to bring it to light. All right, my good friends. Yeah, this again, it's been a very long video. I apologize. I hope I am able to entertain you at the same time, educate you and challenge you. So this window is all about UFOs. Remember, I told you, if you have a camera, go out, but at the same time, wear gold, okay? Remember, the Draconis are using the forces of the sun, love and light, and gold. So that magnetize yourself to attract the Draconis. You don't want to end up carrying a gun or the tools that cut the trees in a truck and end up like Travis Walton being electrocuted because you were not invited. And as an Aries, you just don't think and you go into a flying saucer like that instead of going the other way. So what I'm trying to tell you, there are reasons for everything, and I'm here to challenge you, to educate you the best way I can. All right, so share my work, please. Remember, be ready for more shocking news. There is more earthquakes coming. There, God knows what's going to happen out there. And I'm going to get ready, get all my stuff ready for the TV crew. They are going to be coming in a few hours, and they're going to stay here until tomorrow. So it's going to be a very interesting program. And of course, when it's ready, you will have the opportunity to see what I'm going to come up with. And then, of course, give me 5 stars. You can still click on my rebuttal. On my rebuttal, you have the free version. But if you go on my rebuttal and click on my alien abduction movies, you can still leave me 5 stars. So one more time, I want to take this great opportunity to thank all of you for your trust in my work and for your support. God bless you. Be careful out there. We shall talk to you sometime. Bye-bye.